And now we are live. So, welcome everyone to this awesome Facebook Live. We have a very special guest today. It's the amazing Ameer, and he's from Canada. He is, he's young, he's an entrepreneur, he's a student, he is, a student of life. Um, he is, really amazing, handsome, always learning, and always eager to learn more. And he's very, very successful. So welcome, Ameer. Welcome to this Facebook Live.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's so awesome that you are our guest. And let me also say welcome to all our viewers. We have a lot of people who join now, but also later, and they listen and watch the replay. So welcome everyone,
Yeah.
and feel free to comment, to ask questions. Um, I see already a comment, and that's Jen, and she says, um, "Happy day." Oh, happy day, Ameer and Tineke. So, and happy Canada Day, and um, well, happy Canada Day. What is that? What is a happy Canada Day? Can you explain it a little?
Well, I'm not a historian or anything like that, but basically, Canada Day is the day that Canada had its independence as a country.
Right.
Right. So that's because we were part of Britain, and then now we separated. Now we're our own country. So that's what Canada Day is all about, and people celebrate. So there's getting fireworks and all that stuff, partying and all that sort of thing today, and everyone celebrates Canada Day. And then July 4th is the U.S.'s version of that, which
Right.
is Independence Day, I believe it's called.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is it like similar? Like
Yeah.
similar?
Yeah, I would say so. To me, it's similar.
Right. So do you it, has everyone a day off, and
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah. It's like a bank holiday. So yeah, everyone's off
Okay.
work and everyone celebrates. Yeah, all the banks, everything is closed right now.
That's oh, that's fun. So are you going to celebrate?
Well, interestingly, you asked that. So actually, I have relatives from the UK flying in today. My mom's sister
Wow.
and her husband. So basically, they're coming today. And so I actually have to go to the airport and I have to pick them up. So I'm going to be occupied with them. Yeah.
But that's fun. Family
Yeah.
coming over.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So you have like not only your family all over the globe, but you have lots of people all over the globe because you are an entrepreneur, right?
Right. Yeah.
Can you share a little bit about it?
Okay.
What are you doing?
That's a very, very, how do I say that? Very big question to answer.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I never really got a question like that. Anyways, well, when I was like, I'll tell you the whole story, fine. So when I was like
Yeah.
15 years old, actually, I'll go back to the beginning because I think this is relevant to everyone. So over here, that thing over there, I have a picture, not a
Just a
picture,
little bit.
but I have an autograph over there. It's
Yeah.
very, very faint, and it's basically signed by Kevin Trudeau saying, "Go for your dreams, Amir. You can do it." And a gym member gave that to me a long time ago. I don't talk to her anymore, but she gave that to me and she told KT all about what I do, and he was very impressed and all that sort of thing. And I'll post it on the Best Life Facebook page later because that's a little faded. You can't really see it on camera. But anyways, when I was like 12 years old, my dad gave me a CD box called
Right.
Your Wish Is Your Command. And basically, that was my first introduction to any personal development, uh, anything about improving myself, anything, natural health, vibrations, all these sort of things. And I started listening to it and I was like, wow, this is so cool. This is amazing. And, back then, I had like learning disabilities, I had, health challenges, a whole bunch of situations. And with
Mm-hmm.
that personal development, learning the law of attraction and all these sort of things, I was able to resolve a lot of these things. And and with your wishes, your command, and all that, I got introduced to BestLife. Make a long story
Right.
short, and then now I have the mentoring at BestLife to help me build my business and succeed in what I do. And so when I was 15, this is before BestLife, and the person that introduced me to BestLife was Fred Van Loo. So Fred,
Right.
yeah, so Fred, actually, he's done business with Jen in the past, and he got me into Youngevity, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what Youngevity was. I didn't even. I just joined because I trusted him,
Yeah.
and I looked up to him as a person, and I didn't even talk to him. I just talking to him through email, and I just signed up with an expensive package that I ordered from them. I had no idea what I was thinking, and
Wow.
I did that with no facts, no knowledge, but with that trust and integrity of someone, and with that gut feeling that I should go and do it. So
Mm,
that's what happened there, and I didn't know anything about the products. I just knew very little. I didn't know much about the business. I just went with what felt good to me at the time. So
that's
now, because of
awesome.
that feeling, I'm where I am today. Thanks to Fred. I've traveled all over the place. I've learned a whole bunch of energy modalities. I've been introduced to BestLife to help me
Mm-hmm.
build my business. Um, my health is great. I've helped hundreds of people all over the place. I have my business is pretty much international. I have people all over the place, and
Wow.
that's what I do. Yeah.
But that, you have an amazing story. And also, wow, to hear your dad share the CD box from Your Wishes, Your Commands with you when at the age of 12, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Um, wow. And well, also, Jen is also commenting because I heard this also in your story. You shared about feeling good and also about Fred, and you trusted your gut.
Yeah.
Can you explain to our viewers, why is that important to you?
Well, it's important because we need a sense of direction in our life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like our trusting our gut. It's like following that inner voice that you have within you, or something like that. Basically, it's like your GPS. GPS stands for
Right.
Global Positioning System. So that's
Mm-hmm.
your global positioning system.
Wow,
That's what
you have a beautiful way of explaining, Amir. I have to say, it's so awesome to hear you share your wisdom,
Thank you.
and um, well, our viewers will totally agree because, um, yeah, and it shows that it doesn't really your age doesn't. It's just a number, Sharing your wisdom and shining your light so brightly like you do, that's the best.
Right.
And that is, wow, it's awesome. Yeah. And well, also Jen says, woohoo, Fred. So that's awesome. And she also said, oh yeah, I love listening to you, Amir. So true. Awesome. So can you explain a little bit? Are you like because you're young,
Yeah.
are you, how do people who have the same age as you, do they do the same, or are you like different? um, do they look up to you? Do they learn from you? How does that work?
Well, thankful. Well, actually, I'll say in Youngevity, when I joined, I was probably one of the youngest leaders at the time. I was
Mm-hmm.
like one of the first, to achieve, 1 star at age 16 or whatever. Yeah, 16, 15, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I did that, and I was like at the events, I was like the only young person. But now there's like a big group there that are very young, like my age. So like I felt lonely at the time, but it looks like more and more people are starting to like younger people are starting to get into this, especially like with
Mm.
millennials and stuff, like my generation, because you can do all the research you want, and they're saying younger people, they don't want to work at a job for 40 years and retire. They don't. We're more of our generation's more freeing. We want to just do our own thing, and that's why like this whole thing around the gig economy, things like Uber, Lyft, and all these other services where you can work whenever you want to work and get paid how much you want to get paid,
Mm-hmm.
is becoming more and more popular. And even these referral based systems, even Uber has a referral based business model now. So like I can give you my promo code or my link,
Oh,
and
right.
you can get a discount on your ride, and I'll get a free ride or something like that. I'm not really sure on the details. So these sort of things are emerging, and
Yeah.
to answer your question, there I'm around a whole bunch of people, so there's a lot of people my age that just they're not like me at all. They're still traditional, going their own way, uh, doing what their
Yeah.
parents tell them. I call them in the Matrix, or following the
Yeah.
woman in the red dress. If you watch that movie, that's what I say. But thankfully but thankfully I'm not like that. I have a lot. I'm around a whole bunch of people my age and older
Mm-hmm.
that
Wow.
are like minded. And last year, actually about a year ago, I met a whole group of people here in Toronto that are just like me, and they go out, they have fun
Yeah.
and whatever, but they also are very into personal development, personal growth, and they're very successful in their respectable careers. So yeah.
So, do you also think that the two are linked together? Personal empowerment, personal development, or however you say, and being successful, are they linked together? What would you
Well,
say
yeah,
about
like
it?
pretty much every successful person I've met, is into personal development. It's like all of them are. Like everyone is trying to improve some aspect of their life. Like if you want to be a salesman and make commissions, or selling cars or whatever, then you need to become a good salesperson at selling, let's say, cars. Or if you want to get
Yeah.
into, let's say, you want to be the best lawyer in the world, then you have to study law for a very long time. And you
Yeah.
have to go out and you have to do things to make you advance in your career to get good at law. So pretty much any industry you go into requires some form of personal development. Even going to the gym and working out is personal development. Because you're developing
Right.
your body. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Jen says, I love how everything is always moving forward. The newness, the change is so awesome, so beautiful, so freeing.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something that's very dear to me, freedom, feeling free, and how, yeah, you surround yourself with people who have the same desire, and also moving forward, new business models, and also being so playful with it all.
Yeah.
And so, what about your family? Because you're living at home. What
Yeah.
does your family think of it?
Well, like I said, my dad got me into this, and my
Yeah,
mom's also supporting of this, and my sisters were pretty young anyways. So when you're at a young age and you're growing, your mind generally gets programmed into this stuff anyway. So everyone is kind of familiar with what I do. Some of my
right.
like least distant, like my more distant family isn't really aware of what I do. I'm more like a mystery, you know.
No,
Yeah, because I don't really. I'm a very
you're the mystery guy.
I'm a mystery guy. Yeah, I'm a very how do I say this? Very introverted person. I'm always in my room by myself. I'm always
Mm-hmm.
I'm people think I'm a very extroverted. I'm not an extrovert at all. I am on my computer here. I'm reading books
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, and doing stuff pretty much all day by myself for myself. And then I also been over the years, worked on my social skills and stuff as well. So because the thing is, you can't just be like some shy introverted person, and you got to like work. You got to actually talk to people, right? You got to communicate with people. Like
Right.
that's why I'm on this call, and that's another thing Fred helped me with, because actually a couple years ago, I was in Denver with him, and he put me on the stage, and I was speaking for like 10-20 minutes to 200 business leaders.
Wow.
Yeah, and yeah, so I was like, oh. So that really helped me to get confident with all this.
And also, he trusted you, believed in you, saw your potential, because that
Yeah.
is also that what people recognize. And you being a leader at 16.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And Dave totally agrees. He says, Amir is amazing. Love you, man. So, yeah,
Yeah.
awesome, Dave. Um, oh, and Jen also comments, you are aligned, connecting to your inner being. So powerful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, and Dave is commenting. Well, they're starting commenting now. Um, yeah, and I totally agree with Dave. You are such an aligned leader. Awesome. And Jen, she's adding, you're a natural, Amir. You're amazing, so inspiring. Yeah, because, we are just talking about, well, for 15 minutes, but, all the, it's very interesting because when people listen back to this Facebook Live, they will have a ton of wisdom. All these golden nuggets that you just shared in a few minutes. And also the way you're very calm, very, well, also very inviting. And that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
I love it. So, about moving forward, do you have like, um, well, some more wisdom for our viewers how to move forward? What would you say when someone asks you, "How can I move forward in a business or like a business like you are in?" What should the do's and don'ts?
Well, in terms of business, like network marketing or something to do with affiliating and whatever, you need to first surround yourself with leaders that believe in you. So you got to reach out. Like
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I don't do much in this business. I don't do a lot of work. I I know people that connect me to people, and I connect and
Mm-hmm.
I meet those people by manifesting them. Like my friend Sarah, she introduced me because I helped her get feeling healthy, help her increase some income and whatever. She's like, oh, here's my friend, and then I talk to her friend. I meet with her, and then I get her on the phone with Fred, and then put myself on mute and let Fred do all the talking. So
Yeah,
if I were you, like what I,
that's a good.
because the thing is, you need to rely on third party sources. Because if I run around saying I know everything, I know how to heal all your diseases, I can make you rich or whatever, no one's gonna believe
Right.
me. No one's gonna believe me. So I have to like play the cards that I'm dealt smart. Because people are like, oh, I'm gonna change my DNA and I'm gonna, like, if you're 5'4" and you're not gonna, the likelihood of you getting into the NBA is very small.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like make up for that somehow to get in, but like it's very unlikely. Anyways, even if you're a good basketball player. So the
Yeah.
same thing here. Fred has 40 years of experience in network marketing. I have a couple years, so I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
use that to my advantage.
Right.
You see, and the fact that I'm young, people use that as a way, or even if you're old, people use that as like a block or something to hold you
Mm-hmm.
back. But you got to use that to your advantage. Like, what is the right age? Like, do you know what the right age is?
I don't think there is there is always the moment of now,
Everyone
and
thinks
I
they're,
think everyone is has the right age.
yeah. Some people think they're too old. Some people say they're too young. People my age, 21, 22, think they're too old. Some of them think
Yeah.
they're too young for anything. But anyways, so you gotta just, networking. It's all connected and collected. Yeah, exactly. So you
Yeah.
gotta you gotta just, where my mental train of thought went away for a sec. One sec. Oh yeah. So you just gotta just use what you have to your advantage, and
Yeah.
be smart with what you have. I seen this thing on Instagram where this, it was working smart versus working hard, and it was basically this video of these two guys, and basically there was a, like those big cotton ball things that people eat, like those big cotton
Yeah.
things. Yeah. So basically, there's this one guy working hard. He takes one bite at a time eating it. And the other guy, he just
Yeah.
scrunches it all up, puts it in his mouth, and eats it in 2 seconds. If that makes sense. But that's the difference: working smart, working hard. So you got to connect yourself with the right people to help you build the business. And ideally, want to find people
Mm,
that are stronger in areas that you're not strong in. Like, for example,
right.
with me and Fred, for example, I'm great at connecting. I'm a great networker. I'm great at be staying plugged in. He says I'm great at staying plugged in for him. So I always know what's going on. I'm
Hmm.
great with the technology and stuff, and I'm great with
Yeah.
dealing with all that. Well, he's great on the traditional sense that talking to people, closing them, or building that trust and having them move forward. So we use that to our advantage. He has a disadvantage with the plugging in part, which I stay plugged in with, and he he's great at the traditional selling part. So we use each
That's
other
awesome.
to be strong
That
and
is
stuff.
awesome.
So you got to
Yeah.
do that in business. And I'm always working on myself, always growing in areas that he's stronger in, and that's how
Hmm.
we learn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's beautiful because we're all in this together. So why not help each other to move forward, right?
yeah.
And that's the way. Uh, yeah, you explain it so beautifully. That's awesome. Well, Aaron is on. He's watching right now. Hi, Aaron.
Hi,
Um,
I know Aaron.
and Dave also mentioned, and when are aligned, we are attracted to the things that makes us truly feel good. And he loves the basketball. And
Basketball. Well, did you hear about the Toronto Raptors?
no,
Oh, so this is a fun story. So Toronto has been into the NBA for quite a while now, and we never won our first championships. And this year, something really interesting happened where we got a superstar, and
right.
we had this team that worked so well together. They beat the Golden State Warriors by like a few points, and we won the finals in the NBA, the championships. And Golden
Wow.
State, I believe, I'm not a basketball expert, but I believe they won 3 years in a row. And we beat pretty much the best team in the NBA. And this has never happened before. People have always been saying Toronto sucks and we're not a good team. And a couple weeks ago, they had a parade with the basketball team. 2 million people showed up downtown Toronto. Like if
Wow.
you Google like the insanity and it was crazy. Like couldn't walk. Like it was like you're crammed. They had to like the whole city was like shut down because of this parade. Everyone was so happy, so
Yeah.
aligned because they won. And that explains exactly what I'm saying here. When you have a team where uh, no one is good at everything, but everyone takes each other's strengths and
Hmm.
complements each other. So
That's awesome. And let me check because I saw Julie commenting.
well,
She says, yes, sometimes it's not on our screen. So I have to check what she says, yes, helping everyone to move forward by enjoying our alignment. And um, Dave, well, yeah, he says, and not only are you plugged into your business, but from my perspective, you're plugged into your unlimitlessness when you're feeling good. So
yeah.
and so inspiring, Ameer.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what happens. When you get into personal development at a young age. Like
yeah,
it gets hard grained into you. I wasn't that young. I was 12, but I was still young. But like
that was
they,
still
they
young.
they've said that between up to the age of 7 is like the prime time when it's good to get this stuff into your brain, personal development and stuff, because like you can, like children, they can learn like 5 or 6 languages when they're young. And
Right.
yeah, it's the same thing with this. I actually know a guy, what's his name, Cameron. He's on Facebook, and he has a
Mm-hmm.
toddler, and he's teaching all this stuff to his kids,
Oh,
and like his
really?
his one son, and like this kid's a genius. Like
Yeah.
he's like not even 1 years old. He's like learning the alphabet and stuff. It's kind of amazing what he's up
Wow.
to. And like that's why if you have kids, you should definitely get them into this stuff, and they're young,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
have it be a part of their life. And that's why staying aligned is a lot easier for someone like me, because we have less
Yeah.
baggage. And some people don't even know if I'm aligned or not, because sometimes, let's say I'm angry, how do I say this, like let's say I'm expressing myself in a way that less aligned people, they don't understand. So
Right.
they, like let's say I'm excited. They're like, why are you being so direct?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a behavioral change that people are sometimes not used to. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Tracy comments, she says, relationships are so important in all businesses, and working together is key. And you explained it very beautifully, in your own business, but also um, with, the basketball from Toronto.
Yeah.
And so, what is Jen saying? Jen says, so incredible how, oh yeah, it's coming up. So incredible how, when we are in alignment, we are guided and the right people and opportunities come to us. The power of aligning and allowing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Does anyone
Well,
in the comments have any questions?
let's ask. Is there anyone who has a question for Amir? Because we love questions. Um, Aaron, uh, he he likes it.
Yeah, I,
He's,
I, I can read all the comments on my end. Yeah, I see it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's ask one more time. Anyone has any questions? And Amir, we have when we ask now, but about a few seconds later, they can. It's on the Facebook Live, so there is like a delay.
There's lag. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, I know how this
and
stuff works. It's yeah.
oh yeah, you're all into technical stuff. You know
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, probably not. Um, So it was really such a pleasure to have you here,
Mm-hmm.
hear all your wisdom, and we love to have you back in the near future. Um, oh yes, there is a question.
Oh,
This is from Jen. What is next for you, Amir?
well, that's a very interesting question because it's very general,
Aha.
and I just nowadays I just live my day by day. Right now, I'm just taking a little break, mental break from everything. So I'm more like enjoying my summer break and whatever. And I love the person you're becoming. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, but back to that question. I do go
Yeah.
to school as well.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I live in Canada, so I don't have to pay student loans or anything like that. But anyways,
Right.
that's just funny. But I go for web design and interactive media, so I do learn web development, and I'm more of like the programmer type of guy. So design development and also app development, which I'm really into right now, which is kind of fun. So that's also opened my eyes to how all this stuff works in the back, and
Mm,
and also programming helps you think in a way that's very logical and very systematic, which is good for today's society.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, and Jen had a comment on that. General is powerful. Yeah. So also her general question, can expand, uh, in so many
And I gave her a
directions.
general answer.
Yeah. Well, knowing Jen, she will love it. She will
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, I know.
Yeah. So fun. Well, thank you, Amir, for being here. Awesome. Have a wonderful Canada Day. And
All
of
right.
course, and the rest of the week. And for all our viewers, also happy celebration, whether you're in Canada or somewhere else. We're all in this together. So let's celebrate for the independence of Canada, but also our own
Yeah,
independence. Like also on the 4th of July, we will celebrate independence again.
yeah,
And it's awesome. So let's finish it with the comment by Dave. And he's also your number one fan. You know that, Amir? And he also says, yeah, being general is powerful. And let the specifics fill in automatically by feeling good. And they will they will just come in and allow it in.
Yeah,
Awesome.
awesome. So thank you everyone for having me on the live here. I really appreciated it. If you want to contact me, you can just add me on
Yes.
Facebook, or my Instagram is prodigy.amir on Instagram. So you can, social media is probably the best way. So Facebook or Instagram. And I really appreciate it. You know, everyone in Best Life is very, loving, giving, kind, and very supportive in everything I do. And that's why it's worth, being in Best Life. And also, being part of that community is very important. So that's what I have to say.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And
Okay.
Amir, send me your details. I will add it in the post.
All right. Thank you.
So awesome. So, everyone, connect with Amir. He's awesome. And happy day for now. Bye
All right.
bye.